Next up, we got a lucid dreaming slash astral projection question, and I would put this a lot more into the astral projection side of things, but it's how to ward off entities interfering with my lucid dreams and or astral projections. It latches onto me and prevents me from moving. What am I doing that allows these parasites into my energy field? So personally, I would classify this a lot more as an astral projection type issue, because I seem to see that talked about a lot more in astral projection circles. And personally, I see astral projection and lucid dreaming as basically being the same thing. But I think because it's covered so often in like astral projection talks and stuff like that, and if you believe it's real, it's going to drastically up the chances of you getting those types of experiences in your dreams. And as far as it latching onto you and keeping you from moving, that actually to me sounds more like, how your body's paralyzed when you're in REM, so you don't act out your dreams. It kind of seems more like bleed through of that state kind of coming into your dreams, where, oftentimes in dreams, if you're trying to fight off some bad guy, you're trying to punch him and you can only punch super slow, or you're trying to run away and your legs are like jelly and you can't move quickly. I believe that's happening because it's basically, this paralyzed state that you're in, kind of just bleeding through into your dream state. But as far as, so I would kind of classify that as like approaching nightmare territory, right? You got some entity that's like trapping you and keeping you from moving. And pretty often in my nightmares, I do tend to get lucid in them. And one thing I like to do is I always like to explore that space as much as I can. And I think having my belief structure, like my underlying base belief structure of me knowing I'm going to wake up fine, I won't actually be possessed, it gives me a lot more freedom to go ahead and explore those things, right? Just knowing I'm safe. But also knowing that the experience will end, like I won't be trapped there, I'm going to wake up eventually. That also gives me the confidence to go and explore those spaces. And then like my fail safe is I can always wake myself up out of a dream, again, assuming I'm lucid, right? Simply by closing my dream eyes really hard, shaking my head, then eventually that breaks into my real head and I go ahead and totally wake up. So hope that answers your question there. I know I didn't really give you any concrete things to use aside from just don't believe in it and it would happen less often. But nonetheless, thanks for the question. And until the next video, keep the lucid dreaming practice and the astral projection practices legit.